Cats are among the most mysterious creatures on Earth. They walk with elegance, observe in silence, and love with a kind of grace that few humans ever truly understand. To an untrained eye, a cat may appear distant, aloof even, but to those who pay attention, their every move speaks volumes. You see, cats don't love the way dogs do. They won't jump into your arms or wag their tails wildly when you come home. Instead, they express love in subtle, deliberate gestures, gestures that speak louder than any words ever could. Today, we'll uncover those secrets. These are the 7 loving habits that prove you're your cat's favorite human. Each one comes from years of feline behavioral research and thousands of real-life stories from devoted cat parents. If your cat does even a few of these things, congratulations, you're not just their caregiver, you're their chosen person. So let's begin with the first sign of a love deeper than words can ever express. 1. They slow blink at you, the silent I love you. Among cats, direct eye contact is rarely casual. In the wild, locking eyes can signal dominance or threat, but when a cat looks at you and slowly closes their eyes, something extraordinary happens. They're telling you they trust you completely. Behaviorists call this the slow blink, often referred to as the cat's kiss. It's the feline version of saying, I feel safe with you. When your cat blinks slowly, they're allowing themselves to be vulnerable. In the animal world, closing your eyes means surrendering awareness, even for a split second. And cats don't do that with just anyone. They only do it with someone who has earned your trust. If you respond with a slow blink in return, you're communicating in their language. Over time, this mutual exchange becomes a ritual, a silent dialogue that strengthens your emotional bond. In one behavioral study, cats were shown to approach and interact more affectionately with owners who mimicked the slow blink. It's their way of saying, I know you understand me. So, the next time your cat gazes at you and closes their eyes softly, know this. That moment carries more love than 1,000 words could ever express. You are, without a question, their favorite human. 2. They choose to sleep near you, the ultimate act of trust. In the wild, a cat's sleeping spot is sacred. It's their safe zone, a place where they are most vulnerable. So when your cat curls up beside you, stretches out on your bed, or even rests at your feet, it's not a coincidence. It's love. Cats don't sleep near just anyone. They choose their sleeping companions carefully. By resting close to you, they're saying, you are my safety. This act goes far beyond comfort. It's a declaration of complete trust. In feline behavior, proximity equals security. A cat that sleeps beside you has, in essence, made you part of its family group, its pride. Research from animal behavior experts shows that cats synchronize their sleep rhythms and relaxation levels with their trusted humans. Their breathing slows, their stress hormones decrease, and their body language softens. So when your cat curls beside you on a lazy Sunday morning, remember, they're not just looking for warmth, they're looking for you, because to them, your presence means peace. 3. They groom you, a sign of true affection. In feline social groups, grooming is a sacred act. Cats groom each other to strengthen bonds, share scents, and express love. So when your cat licks your fingers, your hair, or even your face, they're doing something incredibly special. They're treating you like one of their own. This behavior, known as allo-grooming, is one of the highest forms of feline affection. It's their way of saying, you're part of my family. Of course, the sensation might not always be pleasant. Cat tongues are rough, covered in tiny barbs called papillae, nature's way of keeping their fur clean. But to your cat, every lick is a gesture of intimacy. It also works both ways. When you gently stroke or brush your cat, you're mirroring that behavior. returning their affection in the language they understand best. Grooming isn't just physical care, it's emotional connection. A cat that grooms you isn't merely being cute, they're expressing a bond deeper than instinct, one built on mutual love and recognition. 4. They follow you everywhere, a feline shadow of devotion. If your cat follows you from room to room, congratulations, you've got a furry shadow of love. Many people mistake this behavior for clinginess, but it's actually one of the most powerful signs that you're your cat's favorite person. Cats are naturally curious, yes, but persistent following isn't about curiosity alone. It's attachment. Your cat wants to be where you are because you make them feel grounded and safe. Watch closely. They may not always want to interact. Sometimes they'll just sit nearby, quietly watching you work, cook, or relax. That's not distance, that's trust. They're silently saying, I just like being near you. A study conducted at Oregon State University found that cats form strong emotional attachments to their caregivers, similar to the way infants bond with parents. They seek comfort from your presence, reassurance in your routine, and peace in your energy. So the next time you trip over your cat while heading to the kitchen, don't be annoyed. Smile, because you're being loved in the most feline way possible. 5. They bring you gifts, the hunter's token of love. One of the most misunderstood feline behaviors is the infamous gift. You know the one, a toy, a feather, or sometimes something a little less pleasant, a dead insect, or even a small mouse. At first glance, it might seem strange, even unsettling. But in your cat world, this act holds deep meaning. Cats are natural hunters. In their instincts, bringing food or prey to another creature signifies care and contribution. It's a primal way of saying, I provide for you because you are part of my family. When a cat brings you something they've caught or found, they're not trying to gross you out. They're trying to share their success with you. You're their companion, their tribe, and this gift is proof of that bond. Even indoor cats who never hunt real prey will mimic this behavior. They'll drop toys, socks, or random household objects at your feet. It's their way of saying, I thought of you. So the next time your cat proudly drops something beside you, resist the urge to scold or ignore them. Instead, offer gentle praise, because in that moment, you are being honored, chosen as a recipient of love in its purest, most instinctive form. 6. They expose their belly, the gesture of total vulnerability. Few sights warm the heart of a cat parent more than seeing their cat roll over and expose that soft, furry belly. It looks like an invitation for a belly rub, and sometimes it is. But more importantly, it's one of the most profound signs of trust a cat can give. In the wild, a cat's stomach is its most vulnerable spot. It protects vital organs, and exposing it is never done lightly. When your cat lies back and shows you their belly, they're saying, I feel completely safe around you. This behavior doesn't always mean they want to touch. Some cats prefer you to admire from a distance, and that's okay. The point isn't physical affection, it's emotional surrender. Animal behaviorists note that cats reserve this gesture for individuals they deeply trust. It's a nonverbal statement of comfort and emotional security, something they would never do around someone they fear or distrust. So, whether your cat flops down beside you or stretches out in the sunlight with their belly facing up, understand that you're witnessing a rare moment of feline vulnerability. You've earned something many never do, their complete confidence. 7. They talk to you, the language of love in meows and purrs. Cats don't usually meow to other cats. That's right. In the feline world, meowing is a language reserved almost exclusively for communicating with humans. Every tone, pitch, and sound carries meaning. A short chirp might say, hello. A long trill could mean, I'm happy you're here. And that deep rhythmic purr, it's the universal sound of feline contentment and love. When your cat vocalizes around you, they're making an effort to connect in a language you'll notice. They're adapting to you, the way a child learns to speak with their parent. Scientists have even found that cats modify their meows depending on their humans' responses. It's a personalized form of communication, a vocal bond that evolves over time. And then there's the purring. While cats may purr to self-soothe, most domestic cats purr during moments of affection, when they're near their trusted human. It's their way of saying, "I feel calm because of you." So the next time your cat greets you with that familiar meow or curls up in your lap purring softly, understand that they're not just making noise. They're expressing love in the only language they know, one that's uniquely yours. If you loved learning about the hidden ways cats express their love, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications because there's so much more to discover about the incredible bond between humans and cats. Tell us in the comments, which of these 7 signs does your cat show the most? Your story might just be featured in our next video. Until then, cherish that little heartbeat at your feet because your cat already knows what your heart is still learning. Love doesn't always speak. Sometimes it purrs.